All rise. The United States District Court for the District of Minnesota is now in session. The Honorable David T. Schultz presiding.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. It's okay, you can say good afternoon back. There we go. My name is David Schultz. I am a new United States Magistrate Judge, so if this is your first time through the naturalization ceremony, you can take comfort in the knowledge that it's my first time through the naturalization ceremony. The one thing I can guarantee you is that at the end of this, you will be citizens, and hopefully I'll still be a judge. All right? I would like to note we have 31 new citizens today from 18 different countries. We have some guests in the room I should introduce to you. From Immigration Services, Mr. Jason Poirier. And from the court, we have Ms. Kenya McLean. And somewhere else here, also from the Clerk of Court's office, is Ms. Moria McSheehy. So, the national anthem. Now, Mr. Poirier from the Department of Immigration Services will read the names of each country and ask the new citizens to stand. When he is done reading the country names, all citizens should be standing, and then we will proceed to administer the oath. I'll wait.
Okay. As I read your country, could you stand up, remain standing until all the countries have been read? As the judge said earlier, 31 citizens are being naturalized today, with a total number of countries, 18, being represented. The first one is Canada, Denmark, Egypt, Germany, India, Mexico, the People's Republic of China, Philippines, South Sudan, Thailand, Uganda, United Kingdom, Brazil, Bulgaria, Laos, Trinidad and Tobago, Burma, Somalia. Your Honor, if it pleases the court, the government recommends the oath of allegiance to be administered to 31 applicants for naturalization who have been interviewed and whose applications have been approved. They are permanent residents of the United States and have resided within the St. Paul, Minnesota district for the required 3-month period. They are persons of good moral character who are attached to the principles of the Constitution and the form of government of the United States. The government recommends that the court administer the oath of allegiance as required by law so that the applicants may be admitted to citizenship, and that the name changes requested in the petitions be granted.
Thank you, Mr. Poirier. That motion, of course, will be granted. So, new citizens, fellow citizens, if you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I give up and surrender any allegiance to any king, queen, or prince, or to any state or country which I have held up until this day, that as a citizen of the United States, I will, when lawfully directed, bear arms or perform non-combatant services in the armed forces of the United States, or I will, when directed, perform non-military service on behalf of the United States. I take these obligations freely, without any purpose of evasion, and declare today that I am a citizen of the United States of America. So help me God. Please be seated. Well, congratulations, everyone. This is a fabulous day for you and a fabulous day for all of us here today and throughout this country. I have the privilege of being able to say that, to be the first person to congratulate you on your new citizenship. And I want to applaud you for all the achievements that have led to this day. I also want to acknowledge the struggles and the hardships that were necessary in making this day possible. Leaving your homeland, often saying goodbye to family and friends, traveling to this country, finding a new home and a job, adjusting to a new culture and a new way of life, and for many of you, learning the English language. I know that for many of you, this oath of citizenship represents a dream come true. It is my sincere wish for each of you that on this special day, you will continue to dream, and that all of your dreams will come true. I hope that you will not let your dreams die in their sleep. I realize that for many of you, a difficult part of the oath of allegiance is that you forswear or renounce an allegiance to any foreign state or sovereignty. That means that you must no longer swear allegiance to the government of any other country. But it doesn't mean that you renounce your love for the land where you were born or the people who live there. It does not mean that you should forget your native language or how to cook the food of your homeland. It does not mean that you should forget the songs and dances that you learned as a child. Never forget those things for the benefit of yourself and your children, your grandchildren, and every other citizen of the United States. I hope that you preserve your native language, heritage, and culture. I can tell you from personal experience in my family and the family of my wife that 3 generations back, we were all immigrants, and to this day, we have preserved many of the aspects of my family's and my wife's family's native culture, including sometimes, unfortunately, some of the cuisine that we cooked or they cooked in those native lands. But doing so, to preserve your native culture and your heritage, it not only enriches the lives of those people in your family, but it also enriches America, and it enriches all of us who live here and who share your citizenship as well. You know, for over 200 years, this country has been blessed with a constant infusion of new people from all over the world, people who have brought their languages, their heritages, their cultural values with them. America is a combination of all of the nations that have come to its shores. When you share with all of us the best of your culture from the country of your birth, you help to teach us the tolerance that is vital to our continued peaceful survival. The strength of our nation, lies in the diversity of our people. For that reason today, it is you who bless us. Now let me speak for just a moment about what I think it means to be a citizen of this country. Being a United States citizen means first and foremost that you are free. The laws of this country and the government, including the courts, are designed to protect your freedom. You are free to think on your own and to form your own opinions, to openly voice those opinions, even if very few people agree with you. You are free to work where you want to work, read what you want to read, say what you want to say, and you are free to believe what your heart tells you to believe, to openly adhere to any religion or no religion at all. There is no single American way to think or believe. Indeed, the conformity of thought and belief would be contrary to the principles that this great country were founded on. As a U.S. citizen, you are free to follow your own path, wherever it may lead you. But with that freedom, of course, comes responsibility. The freedom of democracy comes with the responsibility to participate in the democratic process by voting and by educating yourselves so that you can make informed choices when you do vote. Democracy only works when its members, you, all of you, have developed their thoughts and opinions to the point that they can share them by casting a ballot, by helping to choose those people who will govern all of us. The freedom of democracy also carries a responsibility to your community, to those around you. Democratic societies only work when the people who live there get along, when they are tolerant of one another. I would urge you to care for and be kind to your neighbors and the people around you, and extend a caring hand to those in need. Our country will only continue to thrive as a great nation if we care about our fellow citizens and care about those who are in need. As new citizens, you can set an example of compassion and tolerance for everyone to follow. One brief word on the responsibilities of citizen as it relates to the court. You may well be called upon to serve on a jury sometime. A lot of people think that that it somehow is an imposition on them. It is an honor and it is an obligation. Our justice system is, in the opinions of many people, me included, the best justice system in the world. But it only works when people participate in it. So if you find yourself called to jury duty, don't think this is really an imposition, this is inconvenient. Recognize that you are doing something very sacred in this country. You are helping this country, its government, and its courts to provide justice to whoever comes to court. That is an essential role. Going back to giving for our community, as John Wesley, the former president of Yale Law School, said, do all the good you can do. Be all the means you can, by all means you can, in all ways you can, in all places you can, at all times that you can, to all people you can, as long as ever you can. If you follow these words, make them a part of your dream, then you will truly be doing your part as a citizen of this great country. You will make it a better place for all of us. Our wish for all of you, our new citizens today, is that you have and develop that pride and that love of your adopted country that this country has for its people, including every one of you. I am proud to be a citizen of the United States, and today I am able to say that I am proud to be your fellow citizen. Congratulations to each of you, and best wishes as you embark on your new American journey. Thank you. And at this time, I believe 3 students from Southview will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance: Olga, Jenna, and Alyssa.
Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. And you may remain seated until you receive your certificate from immigration. And if anyone would like to stay around after and have a picture, please, by all means, do so.
So everybody just remain seated until we issue your certificate. If there's a problem with it, come see us before you leave, okay? All right. Congratulations, everyone. Second. Yes, sir. Good. Congratulations. Thank
All set? Before we adjourn, ladies and gentlemen, just a brief thank you to the Southview Middle School for hosting court today, and thank you to court personnel and personnel from Immigration Services. And I want to thank and recognize Arnold Bigby from the League of Women Voters, who is here as well attending. And most finally, important, congratulations and thank you all for becoming United States citizen. Court is adjourned.